podcast. We've got 5 today for the first time in seemingly a month, which is huge. But my name is Grim Dynus. I'm running the point. I'm being joined by the usual suspects. It's Austin, it's Brendan, Sunkit, and Lance. All the normal players. Um, like the
Suspects.
video if you're active in chat. We have that available to us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then all our socials are posted below. On today's show, we're gonna talk a little NFL. The college basketball season tipped off on Monday, and that's getting into full swing. We're gonna talk a little bit about the association, and then at the top of the hour, hopefully, we are going to be tiering the SEC football programs, uh, their performance in 2025. But before we get into any of that, uh, since we last talked, the Dodgers went out and won Game 7 and won the World Series. And what was the best World Series of arguably the last decade, certainly of the 2020s. Just an incredible series. Yoshi Yamamoto wins World Series MVP after
Rightfully so.
going 6 innings on Friday night and then closing out Game 7 on Saturday.
He was also like the first pitcher in a while to win World Series MVP.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who would have been the last one.
I also
it should have
forgot who
been-
it was.
I feel
Was
like
it
it
Madison
been-
Bumgarner in 2015?
No
may have been
way.
Bumgarner in 14.
What was it? Was it really
Or 14,
Bumgarner?
yeah.
Who
It's 10 years. That's crazy.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
David Price, I know people said should have won it, but they gave it to Steve Pearce, who also had a great series. I think it's probably Bumgarner. People have made parallels to those World Series performances. Yamamoto wasn't even like spectacular in Game 6. He had like an average
No.
Yamamoto game, and then he came out in Game 7 and just shut the door.
Yeah. Yeah,
What a fun
Yamamoto
game.
was just an unreal. I was so ready for another 18 innings, though. I was
Steven
locked in.
Strasburg.
Oh yeah,
Steven
Strasburg.
Strasburg
He just
won World
didn't
Series
slide.
MVP in
He
2019.
just didn't slide, bro.
That's true.
He should have just strided out. Just stride out.
Run through home.
He would've made it.
Was that
He would have made it a
IKF?
little bit different here.
Yeah.
I think.
Pitch
so.
running for Bo Bichette, who you
Yeah,
probably would have liked to
Bobichette
see
would
get
have done
another
that. He would
at
have made
bat.
that mistake.
The moment when he hit, I think he hit someone behind him hit a gap shot, and he was rounding third, and he couldn't score, and everyone on Twitter was kind of under the like conversation that, but like starting Bo Bichette is going to cost you this game, and then his next at bat he comes up and he hits a 3-run bomb, and I was like, well, he kind of made up for it there, but then you have to pitch run for him later, all kinds of stuff. John Schneider is going to get, I feel like, some pushback for how he managed this series, maybe doing some over managing, but I feel like a lot of his situational like moves, they all made sense. It was just
Mhm.
about whether or not you trust your guys, or if you're gonna make the smart move. And it came back to bite him in the 18 inning game, because he was managing a 9 inning game, and he got stuck with 6 innings of Tyler Heineman and IKF and Miles Straw getting like high leverage at bats. Sometimes it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I think George Springer was battling through injuries too.
As well, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't he out for like what? Game
He sat out
6
games
and
4.
game.
I think games 4 and 5 he was out, and then
4
he
and
came
5?
back when they came back to Toronto.
That just
Gotcha.
sucks. It felt like Toronto just. I mean,
I mean, it was everybody against LA. Like I feel like the only people rooting for LA was LA.
right. It's
The-
just-
Hell is
Like-
not real.
Like
I was
I
don't
talking
believe
to
you're
my
actually
brother
right.
this week, and I think it's funny, like, to mention the Blue Jays were 2 outs from winning the World Series, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're plus money to make the playoffs next year.
Yeah, like actually,
yeah.
they
Like,
just
that's how baseball works.
They outplayed the talent that they had on their roster, and
Yeah, this-
it's just one of those teams that just. It's all about runs, right? I mean, how many teams could we name that are more talented than the Blue Jays? I'm off the top of my head. I'm racking off at least 5,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And it's like, and probably 2 of those teams play in the same division as the Blue Jays, and so or maybe even 3.
Yeah, the
So-
Orioles aren't going to underachieve like they did this year. Next year.
Right, and
Yeah.
and
Then you've
so
already got a little more competition.
it felt like if there was any year for the Blue Jays to do it, it would have been 2025. It would have been this World Series. They had their chance. They got hot at exactly which, I mean, they ended the season well, but you're outperforming the talent that you have on your roster, and it felt like Toronto deserved to win it, and they came up short. Dodgers.
They had it. On
right.
so many,
they-
on so many
they-
different occasions. It was
The
theirs to
home
take.
run in the 9th inning.
The Miguel Rojas home run, that's like the biggest pit in my stomach moment I've
Yes.
felt
Yep.
watching a sporting event
Yes.
in like 2 years at least.
The biggest
I was
hit was-
speechless.
It wasn't Betts. It was Miguel Rojas.
The 9-hole
Yeah.
hitter.
Yeah.
He
He
hadn't
hasn't had
hit
a
a home run off a
in
righty all year. He hadn't hit a single home run
Yeah,
off
he
a
hadn't hit a
right-handed
home run
pitcher
Wow,
since
all
really?
he hasn't had a hit in a month.
season. Yeah. Before earlier in
Yeah.
the game, he'd gotten a hit, and then he goes yard in the 9th to save the season.
Mind you, that pitch was down below. Like he had to go fishing for that pitch.
I
Like-
hate seeing Freddie Freeman in a Dodgers jersey. I hate the Dodgers. I don't like seeing someone I like.
Well,
in a
so,
Dodgers.
so what does this mean for the Dodgers since they actually like pushed Game 7, made it close? Does that mean like they go out and just go buy the next 8 fucking
Yeah, it means Nolan Ryan incarnate
Yeah.
comes back.
yeah? Like are they gonna go out and just bring out prime Randy Johnson here? I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what does that mean for them?
They're gonna get a. Well,
They're gonna go out and get Tucker. I mean, there's already
Yeah.
talks to it. But
yeah. If you played MLB The Show, they're gonna get P5 John Donaldson who throws 105 slider. So that's what's gonna happen.
Hey, the thing is with this Dodgers team, everyone's saying that they are ruining the sport of baseball and like we're speed
They
running
are.
a lockout because of how they're playing. But this team had their fair share of weaknesses. The bottom half of this lineup is no better than any other bottom half in baseball. The bullpen that the Dodgers assembled was league average at best. Like there is still room for improvement for this Dodgers team, despite the fact that
it's crazy what happens during the regular season when any of your 5 starting pitchers that made the postseason roster would have been the ace of pretty much any staff that they joined that wasn't
Yeah.
the Dodgers.
yeah. Can we also
that
talk? I mean,
Blake Snell, like Glass now interview?
Roki Sasaki was supposed to be a starter at the beginning of this year.
and he will be next year. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
will be
that's
in the
true.
rotation next year.
Yes. Yeah. That, I mean, still to think that rotation is still going to be out there. And then they're still going to probably go out and still pick up more pitching.
They need to. Like
Yeah.
if they want
mean,
to if they want to win again, they're going to need to bulk up their bullpen.
Schwarber's probably gonna be a Dodger.
Yeah, Schwarber, Kyle Tucker.
And yeah. Who else do they want?
Cal Raleigh somehow is gonna end up as a DH, and I don't know.
This is when they
Cody
trade for
Bellinger.
Paul You know, I mean, this is actually
Also,
Scooble
I just
is available.
Oh
on the
shoot!
market.
Yeah,
So I could see LA being, which I don't even know what a Scooble trade offer would look like. Like I don't even know what it would have to look like for Detroit to accept it, but I would assume it would have to be disgusting.
That is not a trade anyone can accept.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think
that's
that.
just one of those things. It's like they could give you 15 first-round picks with the hope that you get another Tarek Skubal
Right.
at some point. But
not
it's
if you're
just
not,
happening.
not if
Like,
you're Sam
yeah.
Presti in
You
Oklahoma
can't-
City Thunder. He would take
you
that.
can't take that chance.
Always
Yeah.
take the mystery box. What if the mystery box is Tarek Skubal? right?
At this,
I
yes,
I mean, you
right.
have 15
You're
tries.
right, Graham. Right?
Yeah.
The mystery box, but like, can the mystery box get better?
I feel like you
There's no way
peaked
it
at
could.
Terrascoogle.
Word.
No. So then, what's the point of the mystery box?
mhm.
Right?
You can
Well,
get 15 Tariq
You get
Scoobles.
15 opportunities.
To get another
Dude.
Paul Skeens, very much.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay them in the same timeline as you'd have to pay Tarek Skubal. That's the real.
Can we just, Graham? Can we just
Yeah.
talk about the one guy that the Cardinals shipped off, saved their series, or what?
Yeah. Hey,
Defensively, Edmund just
I
Bro.
love Tommy Edman as he was one of my favorite Cardinals, but I can't
I get why,
Tommy Edman.
but-
Tommy Edman is a one WAR player that would have got the Cardinals to be like an 85 win team this year instead of an 83 win team. So I get it, and I'm glad that he's a 2-time World Series champ and like showing up clutch in the World Series. I'm happy for him, and I
I
understand.
think the problem
move
is the
both
Cardinals
ways.
should have gotten way more back for him. Like he was part of a
We don't
three-way
do
trade
that.
with Eric Fetty and Tommy Pham, right?
It's not a St. Louis
Yeah.
thing, Brendan.
Hey, well, Fetty was pitching very well heading into that deadline, and
Shit, dude, it's Eric Fetty. It's Eric Fetty.
he finished the year. He was not awful at the tail end of last year. They bring him back this year. He was one of the worst pitchers in baseball. And then we got
But
2
like,
months.
if you
of Tommy
think about
Pham,
that,
so
in retrospect, that was a horrible trade because they
Every
later
trade
that
we
later
do
that
is horrible,
exact
Brendan.
Tommy Pham.
right.
hey, let me.
Tommy Pham and
Every
Eric Fetty.
trade.
Eric Fetty was awful this year, and then Tommy Pham, I believe, like a month or so later, requested to be DFA'd so that he could go play for a playoff team.
Which ended up being the Royals. But it's the same thing. It's like you make that trade though because you know what you're getting with Tommy Edman, and it wasn't enough. So you take the mystery box, and even if it doesn't work out for you, it was worthwhile to take the mystery box.
Tommy
and see,
Pham mystery box, Graham. Tommy
But-
Pham mystery box.
But there's a world
Oh
in
my
which
gosh.
Eric Fetty is the pitcher that we need. We've been talking about how much pitching we need.
Oh my
Or-
There's
gosh.
not even prospects involved,
Eric
though.
Fetty.
Bro.
Jake's in the chat shouting out Eric Fetty.
Oh my gosh.
Who would have thought
Cardinals
we'd be
can look
getting,
at a bag of
Move
chips.
on.
Yeah.
Move on,
we'd
please.
be
I
getting Eric
can't.
Fetty
I
talk
can't do
within
this.
the first 10 minutes of the show?
I did not
extended
have
Eric
that
Fettuccine.
on my radar today.
We have a lot to get into. I do want to, while we have the Cubs fans here, I do want to talk about the Imanaga, Tucker, all the bullpen guys declining qualifying offers. We talked about it a little before we started. What do we think the Cubs are gearing up to do, or are these guys just walking?
These guys we're scared to spend money. I mean, we're not going to spend the money, I feel like. We're just going to let these guys walk, and we're going to go pick up some no names again. That's
What do you think,
that's
brother?
what
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean.
I think they're really the Cubs are like, okay, we liked how Suzuki played in the outfield this year, so why do we need Kyle Tucker? But it's like, okay, well, why do you need the NL Silver Slugger then in right field? Like Kyle Tucker is not, it's not like pretty much unless you go out and get Schwarber, the offense is worse next year.
Yeah.
So they have to upgrade something. Like it has to be a starting pitcher, but then like they brought back Colin Ray, which I actually like that move
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
actually,
because
so.
he
yeah.
ended up being
He's like a safety net.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like, and you've got Justin Steele coming back next year.
that's
But now
that's what I
it's
was
like,
saying.
okay, I thought most of this year that Imanaga was hurt, and so there was
Yeah.
something wrong with his fastball and his velocity. So I thought the offseason he would be able to get that under control, and maybe come back next year with a little more velocity and be more like the player that you thought he would, or that we know he can be. So I didn't like 3 for 57 is like nothing.
Austin's vanished.
Yeah,
I mean,
in today's
that's what
MLB, like I would have picked up that option because then at the end, if he's bad or if he's still struggling, he's not going to be more than like a 4 ERA guy at his worst. So then you can trade him at the deadline because starting pitchers always like are really they bring the highest value back at the trade deadline. So I didn't like that move. I have no idea what they're gearing up to do. I think just like Sanjay said, they're gearing up to cut payroll.
Well, you
I
got to
mean-
think. Go ahead, Sonny.
Well, I mean, I really thought next year we would have had like a really solid starting rotation. We would have had Steele back. We had Cade Horton. We would have had Shota. I mean, we had Colin Ray. I mean, we could have picked up another guy at that rate. Like we could have picked up another rookie. What I would have been fine with or something. You know what I mean? Like we could have picked up somebody else. But now we're just gonna dump everybody and we're gonna go another year with another heartbreak of Cubs fans.
Colin Ray sucks.
I know Austin's. I was going to say, I know Austin's over there laughing because we're happy about signing Colin Ray. And him being our
Yes, yes, I am.
See,
Yes,
so,
I am. I don't like Colin Ray for a lot of reasons. Okay, don't like.
I think as a depth piece, bullpen or starter, he's a good
Awesome.
player to have on your roster.
He
Are you
has
gonna
He's
Ward
never
keep
going
on
to
pitches and
implode.
they all suck. Like that's the thing is like he's gonna have a 4.45 ERA, right? He's a perfect guy for 162. How the hell do you have 8 different pitches and they all suck? But you have 8 different pitches, so you'll have a 4.5 ERA. It's like, dude, don't. I'll keep my Colin Ray talk for later, but I don't like.
I think if you're the Cubs, just big picture looking at the NL Central for the foreseeable future, the pieces you have now will automatically make you the preseason favorite to win the division. Now, the Brewers last year won 97 games. The Brewers won 97 games, but I think Austin would agree, you guys exceeded your talent level by doing so. And the Brewers are obviously very well managed, but if you're the Cubs, you think you can let Kyle Tucker and Shota walk, and you still think you're going to be the favorites to win the division. Now, is that the right mindset to have? No. You should always seek to make your team better. But as we've learned in the past, all you have to do is just get into the playoffs, and sometimes chaos will emerge. You just have to get hot at the right time. So that's probably the mindset for now.
Or you get into the playoffs and realize that you should have done more in the offseason because
Yes.
right.
wait,
The Dodgers,
none of our
the Dodgers
starters
are
made it past
loaded.
3.5 innings. What?
Yep.
That's
We
been
don't need
Milwaukee's
that.
like MO the past how many years? It's like as long as you even earlier in the season through 50 games, they're below 500, but they're not going to make a move. They just want to get through 162 and limp their way in. They just so happen to win a lot more games, but even if they did it, even if they won, I don't know, if you play just better than 500 the rest of the season, they weren't ever going to make a move. And that's like, it's frustrating that the Cubs are like that because the Cubs, it is
They
a
have
bigger market.
the pieces.
It is like you have like, I mean, dude, look at their farm. They have an incredible farm system. You have guys like an Owen Casey that are, you feel like that their development in the majors is being clogged up because you went out and traded for Kyle Tucker. So you have an opportunity to either one, re-sign Kyle Tucker, or two, never trade for Kyle Tucker because you have Owen Casey, or you have all these options and they actually chose to do everything wrong. And like, because now you traded for Kyle Tucker, now what? He's gonna walk. You got him. I mean, you lost in the NLDS. So I don't like what the Cubs are doing because they shouldn't.
Yeah, and
they have every opportunity to, like, you go out and spend money on Shota Imanaga, and now I don't even know where he's gonna go. But now you're losing a key starter in your rotation, and it's just like, I think the Cubs are so stupid.
I can
think
almost
Shota-
guarantee whoever signs Shota Imanaga, and there's actually a chance he accepts the qualifying offer
Yeah.
because he would make more money this year than he was going to make. However, I think there's a chance that whoever signs Shota Imanaga will be paying him much more than whatever 3 years, 57 million, what the team option was, because there's a premium to pay for starting pitching, and especially starting pitching that has as much upside as Imanaga. I truly think he was playing through some sort of injury last year, because your velocity on your fastball doesn't dip 3 miles per hour for no reason
Yeah.
from the start to the end of the season. So, and he spent time on the IL. So, I'm just waiting for that to happen, just so I can look at the Cubs and be like, just like whenever they non-tendered Kyle Schwarber years ago, like he could go off and be an absolute superstar.
And he could have been a superstar for us. Yeah.
I do think
Now, let's
Shota-
bring the king home. Let's bring him back.
Yeah.
King Tucker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, like we're gonna pay. I mean, what do you think his contract's going to be?
It's not going to be as big as you think because he doesn't play the field, I think.
Yes,
But it is going to be, like, it's still going to be hefty regardless. But
because
you're only paying for one side of the ball.
Tucker is asking 300 plus.
It's going to be in the same ballpark, I'd imagine. Maybe a little less because he's older and doesn't play defense. But it'll
Well,
be
we got
there.
some big free agents this year too. I mean, we got not even just we got Peter.
Soroka, right?
Yeah, Max Soroka.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot Soroka was there.
I think
Him
he
and
pitched-
could.
Colin Ray, 4 or 5 hole. I mean, come on, guys. Holy shit, that is going to be so funny to watch. If Chicago wants to go, they're going to go cheapo, and they're going to say, "Man, let me bring back Michael Soroka. We traded for him at the deadline. He's big arm, big guy, and we're going to have 8-pitch Colin Ray fuck around and start probably 25 games, right? I mean, dude, what are we doing? Like, go out and spend some fucking money. All right, get yourself an arm. All right, let's not rely on just Justin Steele and Cade Horton. Go out there and get an arm. And
Matt Boyd.
I mean, oh my gosh, yeah. There's no way Matt Boyd is as good as he was last year. There's just no way.
Due for
I-
regression.
no.
He is.
Jamison Tyone.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh my gosh! Yes! Thank you. Thank you so much. Give me Brewers 95 plus wins next year. This is unreal.
Okay. I do think Shota would look pretty good in Dodger blue. That's all I gotta
Well,
say.
Shut up. Shut up.
No,
Don't
no,
say that.
no. It's gonna be Team Japan.
Okay,
They already
let's-
have it. They already have like 3/4 of the Team Japan already.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
gonna keep building. They've got something. All right, let's
Now,
let's
if I
get
was
to the NFL.
If I was a Japanese player and I was a free agent, that would be a little intriguing to me, though.
Right? Would you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you
Mhm.
want to go to Los Angeles? You got your guys already there.
Yeah,
That's why Shota's going there.
yeah. I mean, very much possibility. Let's pivot to the NFL.
What the?
I'm gonna do something a little new. We haven't done this. I'm just going to pull up the NFL playoff standings, and we're each going to pick a team that we're going to talk about briefly. Let's start with Sonny. Any
Tennessee
team?
Titans.
Me?
Yeah, Sonny,
Oh,
pick a
boy.
team. What team you want to talk about in the NFC or the AFC? Your choice.
No.
This is fantastic.
Duh, Bears.
All right, let's talk about the Bears.
Wait, no. Spin the wheel again. Austin's already going to talk
Okay.
about the Bears.
No, I
Okay.
don't even
Austin
want to
can-
talk about them. How are they at the? How are you 5-3?
Wait, so what? Wait, what?
Never
What's
mind.
what's the objective here? We're talking about any team, or we're talking about
Well,
playoff teams?
we're each going to pick a team from the list. I'm just going to have this displayed while we're doing it.
Oh,
I'm letting
okay.
Sonny start. So Sonny,
Sonny,
pick the
take
Bears.
Chicago. I want to hear. I want to
Well,
hear.
I'm
your
saying like
thoughts.
we can talk about the Bears, but yeah, Sonny,
Yes.
Right.
what are your thoughts on the Chicago Bears?
They gave me a heart attack.
Golly.
Yeah,
You almost lost to a 41-year-old
Yeah,
Joe Flacco just swinging that.
They
bitch.
did. I was watching that game. I was sitting in my bed watching that game. Realized, hey, we're up. Not even 5 minutes later, I'm on my phone. And I look back up. We're fucking losing. and I wanted
It
to
was-
throw my phone at the TV.
That was
I
embarrassing.
was
Was it
I
2
don't wanna
minutes
say I
left in the
was-
fourth that they
Yes,
were up
yes.
40 something to 27?
Yes.
I don't want to say
We
I was
sh-
up in my living room running and jumping when Tremaine Edmonds had the 94-yard pick six that got called back.
Bro, I
Because I
saw it.
wasn't?
I watched the Colston Loveland. I said that's the reason they drafted him. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The one power play.
Mhm.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see the clips of Jamar Chase and I think T Higgins just kind of shitting on their defense,
defense?
in their post
I
game?
did see
It was
Chase,
Chase
Brown.
Brown. It was Chase,
Chase
Brown.
Brown
who
Oh
did
yeah,
it.
Chase
like-
Brown.
It was so funny. Yeah,
Jamar did
out-
too.
Shout out Illinois.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting,
Chase Brown sucks.
I do have question marks. He doesn't. I mean, that Bengals offensive line unit is not great.
Oh no, he sucks. He got traded 3 weeks into our fantasy for a reason.
It's because Jake
Yeah, yeah.
Browning was his quarter. I was talking with Bryce last night. It's because Jake Browning was the quarterback.
Well,
Um,
I traded.
I don't
Chase
think as a
Brown,
running
so.
back your quarterback matters that much. They just
Boom.
hand you the ball.
Boom.
It does whenever you can't advance the ball with a forward pass, and they're gonna stack the box with 8 guys.
So you're
Not when
trying
you're
to say DeAndre Swift
That
is
should
good. You're trying to
Against
say DeAndre
Mountain
Swift
West
is good and
opponents.
Caleb Williams sucks. Is that what it is?
Me? Is that what
Yeah,
I'm trying
you.
to say?
Talking to you.
No, it's certainly not what I'm trying to say.
Chase Brown
Hey,
is
Austin.
DeAndre Swift. Like they're right here. You see, this is a parallel line.
If you're
DeAndre Swift,
if you're like a running back like Alvin Kamara, I can get how your quarterback play could affect your game, but not like an actual ground and pound running back. I mean, yeah, your line sucks. That's different, but I don't see how the quarterback.
Whenever
'Cause-
you can't pass the ball, then you also cannot run the ball.
Well, yeah,
because
but-
teams are keying on the run.
but
That's what was
When the guy
happening
who should
to
have won
Bengals.
Heisman last year went up against 9-man boxes, I mean, that
in
is
the
not
Mountain
big
West,
boy.
the Mountain West is a little different than the NFL.
In the
It's
Mountain
not
West.
quite the same caliber of athlete.
Yeah, I know. That's fair.
Austin, or no,
Then
Lance,
again, the Bengals and Browns don't really offer either one.
that's true. Lance,
But-
you want to talk about the Titans? Actually, are you serious?
no.
Or do you, okay, pick it.
No, I don't. If I was going to talk about a team, I'd probably talk about the Giants.
Okay, let's talk about the New York Giants.
I
They're
think
2-7,
that-
15th in
I
the
think
NFC.
I think you finally have a QB that has proved that they can be worth a shit in the last few years. I think if he had actual weapons around them and Brian Daboll wasn't their coach, they would be a lot higher on that list right now.
Yeah, I mean the
Personally.
NFC is loaded. I
Yeah, it
I
is.
hate to say this again as a Bears fan. Those two teams play this week in Chicago, and I kind of like the Giants in that spot. I don't like saying that, but
Shut
personally,
up.
Yeah.
the Bears
All right.
the Bears are due
When
for
you're-
a stinker. The Bears are due for a stinker.
When your two targets are Darius Slayton and Theo Johnson, I mean, like, what are you
Hey,
supposed to do?
Hey, I will not take any Wandale Robinson.
Wandale, yeah,
Hate over
Wandale,
here.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
dude. If you
Yeah,
want to,
and
if you want a
Wandale,
guy
sorry.
who's going to get you 14 catches for 19 yards, Wandale Robinson is that guy.
Here's a guy who's going to get
He
you
is.
14 catches for 30 yards.
That's
So
pretty good, Collinsworth.
I'm gonna look up Wandale Robinson's stat line from last year. I am fairly certain he had 99 catches for maybe 600 yards last year.
I was about to say that's the exact number I would have gone to.
Yep, so
He-
93 catches, 699 yards last season.
That's a guy
That
who
is-
can catch the ball at the line of scrimmage and
Come on, man. He's a
Break one
PPR
tackle.
That is-
legend.
You can catch it, you just can't really go far.
yeah. I think
Oh.
at least the Giants are exciting though. Like for the first time
Yeah.
since maybe 2016.
Like, dude, they have defensive weapons. Their defensive line is
that D line's
disgusting on
legit.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Giants are at least an enjoyable watch at this point.
I
Austin,
mean, they beat the number one team, but
they
yeah.
did.
They didn't
Austin.
just be, like they put Bill to ass. Like it was
They
a
had to
pretty
be, bro.
brutal game.
And then they lost to
They
him
play
2 weeks
again, and-
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Austin,
I-
pick a squad.
Oh, let me see here.
NFC,
let's go to the AFC. Let me look.
AFC.
The Steelers, bro. let me talk
The
about this.
AFC North leading Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay. This team is they're so weird. Okay? And it's some like Mike Tomlin bullshit. Okay?
I don't think
Brendan does not think.
Brendan,
Brendan cut out.
what did you just say?
I literally just said I don't think they're that good, and then while I
we
was
did
saying it,
not-
everything
no.
froze. I'm like,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like,
Agree.
but they're not that good. But they kind of, which I know the Colts are like, the Colts are weird. You know what? Actually, no. Screw it. We're not talking about the Steelers. We're going to talk about the Colts. Because through the first 8 weeks of the season, they actually looked like the greatest offense I've ever witnessed in my life. Like, and they're not talented. Like, they're not that talented. Like, you've got Pittman at wide receiver 1, who's fine. Like, he's good, right? And then you have Jonathan Taylor, who looks like the greatest running back I've ever seen in my life. And then Daniel fucking Jones.
Danny Dimes.
What do you mean they've punted 8 times? Okay?
I'll tell you what, though, the quarterback
I think-
resurgence in the league has been crazy.
It's awesome.
A lot of
Thank you,
guys
Grant.
It's
just
wild.
need a second shot, like a second chance somewhere else.
It's wild.
And
Wild.
I think that me and Graham last week, we were doing the quarterback tier list, and I think Brock Purdy was brought up. And it's like, you have guys like Brock Purdy, right, who they outperform their expectations, and then it comes contract season, and it's like, what do you do with them? And then when he's injured, right, you have a Mac Jones step up who's on his 3rd team in 3 years, and he's looked significantly better than Brock Purdy. And so it's like, I think that we're going to see a lot more, especially with how the contracts are, you just keep going up, 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 up. There's going to be a quarterback making $70 million soon, right? And so would you rather pay a quarterback $70 million, or would you rather just roll with fucking Bryce Young on his 3rd team, right? Because we know Bryce Young ain't going to get a big boy contract. And so would you rather just
That's
be like,
'cause
hey,
Bryce
he
Young
was
is not a
drafted
big
in
boy.
the 1st round a few years ago, let's give him a shot.
Little boy.
Bryce Young is a little boy. He will not get a big boy contract.
Well, also,
He's
like,
a small boy.
you can even talk about, like, Arizona right now. You got Jacoby Brissett that they're probably going to lead with the rest of the year. That's what it's looking like.
Yes, Brendan, yes.
It's like, let's
Brendan,
hear
would
about
you
that,
like-
Brendan. What
would you like to
what's
talk
going
about the
on?
Cardinals?
I wasn't actually going to pick the Cardinals. I was gonna speak to how the rest of the division is somehow insane, and then
Yeah.
the Cardinals are just down here.
Mm.
I totally agree, though. Like, you can Jacoby Brissett. I saw a tweet this week that said he has like the lowest interception rate of anyone that's thrown the amount of passes in his career that he has, and so one, I think that's a great offseason signing. Like you literally just went out and found a competent backup. And then in the event that your starter is out, like Kyler Murray, it's like the offense actually got better.
Bro,
And
it's
so, yeah, I think
weird.
it depends, because you're of course going to pay the guys. You're going to pay a guy like a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes, right? No questions asked. Like,
Franchise
they're
player.
going to get their bag. But once you get to that like lower top tier, like, I don't know who I would say the 5th best quarterback is, but if they're not like a top 4 quarterback, like maybe you just say like, well, if we have good coaching and good scheming, then we can make Daniel Jones look great.
It's like Baker.
So there's no need for it.
Like, if you're Tampa, you look at Baker, do you pay, because I mean, yeah, I think he got like it was a 3-year extension a couple years ago after his, he broke out, whatever. Do you pay a guy like Baker Mayfield? Obviously the vibes are there, right? Do you pay a guy like Baker Mayfield, I don't know, what are contract, like $55 million a year?
I'd give him that and a lap dance.
But like,
Boomer.
The vibe. That's the thing, though. Baker's a bad one because the vibes are there, right? Like he's just too cool of a quarterback.
Yeah.
But like, do you pay a guy like Baker Mayfield $55 million whenever you can go out and sign a guy like Mac Jones? You know, it's like what?
It's
I think
weird,
all-
bro. It's
it all
weird.
depends on your system, right? If
Yeah,
you if
I
your
guess
system
It's like
requires a
game
quarterback-
managers, dude. You can have
If you have a
you
a
can go out and get a
manager
game
system-
manager and you can win more games. It's
Right.
like
Brendan,
It's
who
so
do you want
weird.
to talk about actually?
I was actually going to bring up the Seahawks.
Okay, let's talk about the Seahawks.
I don't think I had them on my radar as a team that I should be scared of, especially in the AFC West or in the NFC West. I thought that team would be the
Sam
Rams
Darnold's
and
a
the
bad
49ers. But all of a sudden, Sam Darnold is incredible. JSN, like the receiving core around him, is incredible.
They just traded for Rashid Shaheed.
You
At the
just said it.
deadline
Picked up
as well.
Shaheed, yeah.
I
Their
have
rookies
a-
are performing great too. Their rookies are doing amazing.
I have a like mini game I do with a couple of my friends that I stole from another show, but it's called the Indy 500, and we each drafted 4 NFL teams, and the goal is at the end of the year, the 4 teams you draft have to have whoever drafts the team with the closest combined record to 500 wins, like the most average collection of 4 teams. And I thought I came out of it with a very good draft. I drafted the New England Patriots, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Denver Broncos, who are 21-6 combined so far. So, like, I drafted very poorly. All 3 of those teams I thought were going to be league average, and they've all overperformed. So, it's
But what
it's
about these
interesting.
sophomore slumps too? There's
Yeah,
so many players that are in a sophomore slump this year. Like Brian Thomas Jr. was elite last year. He fucking sucks balls this year.
I do think once you get some tape out on, like, once teams have more film on you, there's going to be some
Yeah, that's true.
some
I feel
better.
like he's open
game
though.
planning.
He just sucks.
He's got like a mental thing
He just
more than
sucks.
anything.
Yeah. Like
Right? Yeah,
it's,
he does.
It's like
And then there's one week I'm like, Bo Nix looks amazing, and then the next week I'm like, holy hell, he's ass.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I just think he's always ass.
I do
Like, I
too.
just-
I
I
don't
just
think Bo
think
Nix
he's
is
like-
that good at football.
Like he's
Dude, all right. So
cool
personally, because
every once in a while, but like
yeah,
he mostly sucks.
He's kind of like Go ahead, Lance.
the reason I said it is because I picked him up in my fantasy last year off the waiver wires, and he had the most insane like 7-week stretch ever, and I won so many games because of him.
He's
So I didn't
so
even really watch him.
clutch in fantasy, bro. He's gonna give you at least 20, and he might have 150 yards passing, but he's gonna have probably 30 yards and a rushing touchdown.
Not this week.
No, not on Thursday. He didn't
No, dude,
against the
that was
Raiders.
atrocious.
Okay, so my starter on my fantasy team is Patrick Mahomes,
Nice.
but the Chiefs are on bye this week, so it's like, okay, I'll throw in Bo Nix. They're playing the Raiders. Like the close
Oh.
game thing will probably be over,
Oh, buddy.
right? Like that defense is awful. So I was like, this is a great week to start Bo Nix. He's probably gonna put up 25. God, horrible. The only good move that I made in fantasy this week was I picked up the Broncos defense, and they put up 16.
I'm gonna lose this week because of that game in fantasy. I have Brock Bowers who didn't do anything, and I have J.K. Dobbins who didn't do anything. So I'm cooked.
All right, and then I'll pick my team now. We talked about do we want to pay the above average quarterback big money or let a game manager guy take over, and how a lot of times you're going to swing towards the game manager with the current NFL decision making. One team that I think would prefer to have made the other decision is the Minnesota Vikings. Because they let Sam Darnold walk. Sam Darnold is the best quarterback in the NFL according to PFF. And they're starting.
Shut up.
I'm serious. He's
I know
he's
that.
been a top 10 quarterback, like, undisputedly this season.
I hate PFF.
Mostly
Mostly because they love Jordan Love. And boy, do I not like Jordan
But the Vikings are starting.
It's like you hate
9.
PFF until it tells you something that you like to hear.
Yeah, until Caleb Williams is up there, they could pipe the fuck down.
The Vikings have 9 in at quarterback. Did you guys see that? JJ McCarthy, when he's playing football, has an alter ego that he calls.
Oh my
9.
gosh, yes, I did. I did actually see that. Oh my gosh, it
And-
made me so mad.
That
And
was
9
awful.
every week goes out and he goes 14 to 25 for 138 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 picks, and leads his team to a 13 to 6 win. So yeah, if you're the Minnesota Vikings right now, you're sitting in last place in the NFC North, and you're thinking, man, we could have had Sam Darnold and we would be right back in the mix. But no, they chose to go with the game manager, and that they don't have to
He
pay
goes-
Sam
he
Darnold
goes-
money.
JJ McCarthy goes, yeah, I'll be able to do it at 9.
I mean, in theory, they would have had Mac
What are you
Jones.
talking about?
What
What are you doing?
They brought in Daniel Jones last year at the end of the season.
They
could have
go
stuck with Danny
quarterback room.
Dimes.
They had an insane quarterback room.
And
Yeah.
then for 6 weeks,
JJ
this
McCarthy
year,
comes
they
in, he's
started
like,
Carson Wentz.
yeah, and he threw 100 yards.
Did you
He
did
stinks.
you guys see it was the post game, where they hand out the ball and Kevin O'Connell's like talking about JJ McCarthy, and the social media person pans the camera over to JJ and he's like,
Yeah, he's-
bro, dude,
He's
keep
locked
it to
in, dude.
yourself, bro. He's like, give me it. If I could
Also,
punch
before we
anyone in
move
the face- oh my god,
Before we move on, this
Oh
is
my
weird.
gosh,
but
I hate
like,
JJ
as a
McCarthy.
Titans fan.
So-
As a Titans
Say it again,
fan,
Lance?
I, I saw a statistic where like Cam Ward is having one of the worst QB seasons, like rookie seasons ever. and I feel so bad for him because I don't even know like if he just is struggling or if like the Titans have actually the worst roster that the league's in.
I think it's out of his control. Like I don't know if there's
Who
Who
anything
does
he
he
can
have to throw the ball?
I think it's
to?
beyond. Literally
The
two
Titans-
rookies and then no one else.
The Titans sold
Throw it to
all their
Io
talent
Manor.
away in the offseason when they let Nick Westbrook-Akine walk and let him go to the Dolphins. Nick
We
Westbrook-Akine
fired Mike
will
Vrabel
save
for
this team.
no fucking reason.
It's because he
No reason.
It's because he didn't want to take the Traylon Burks mystery box instead of just having AJ
I was gonna
Brown.
say no.
That's-
They
Oh
did.
my
They
God.
wanted the mystery box.
They wanted the Traylon Burks mystery
then you
box.
get
and
Traylon
Mike Vrabel
Burks.
did not.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm down here in Alabama, in like Florida line now. I'm probably gonna go to a Buccaneers game, and I'm probably never gonna watch a Titans game ever again. So I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna wear my Baker Mayfield jersey, and I'm never gonna watch the Titans ever again.
Yeah, we're there. We've
Yeah,
arrived. At
my
that point.
Ryan Tannehill dreams are gone.
How did
All
they
right, let's
win
talk-
a game? Oh my gosh, they beat the
Well,
Cardinals.
do you remember that game?
Yeah.
That was the weirdest game that's ever happened.
Yes, I do actually. Golly.
Ryan
I
Tannehill,
was even
bro.
in attendance for that. Like I'll never see a stupid.
Yeah, I don't know how
NFL
they won.
All right, let's talk about some of these lines. Let's highlight these 3 games and then let's move on. Rams 4.5-point favorites in San Francisco. This is Fox's game of the week at 3:25 Central. We talk about Mac Jones. He's doing a good job, I think.
Is Purdy
They're
hurt
6 and
still?
3. Purdy, I think they said is listed as questionable for the week,
He ain't
but
playing.
Mac's
No.
gonna start either way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see Mac.
So he's
Jones.
not playing.
I've always heard that Shanahan has always liked Mac Jones too. Like, there's always
Yeah,
been, like,
that was like the big conversation I remember.
During the
my
draft.
gosh. Holy shit! That
Was it the
21
draft? They-
was-
Him or Trey Lance. They ended up going Trey Lance, but like on
But
the
he
week
wanted-
leading up to the draft, there was a lot of rumors going around like they're gonna draft Mac Jones at 3,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
ended up not.
People just love that NDSU quarterback situation.
He
Rip
did
Trey
have
Lance, bro.
28 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Like
Yeah,
that's
against
actually,
the Valley.
Against like SIU and shit, you know?
Yeah, against the Valley.
I mean, but you gotta
Against
think
SIU in
you're,
South Dakota.
You're probably throwing one interception, right? Like one, right?
I am, yeah. I would have thrown a pick at least.
I mean, hey, Ty
That's
Simpson
right.
has one interception right now against almost all these SEC teams.
Yeah.
That guy.
It's like Trey Lance was at North Dakota State. Hunter Simmons has been starting games at Wisconsin, and it's like,
How
I
would Hunter
don't.
Simmons look if he was playing at North Dakota State, though?
Not
Well,
good.
granted, he
Like,
played
I
at
don't
SCU,
actually-
so I feel like there's already
Okay, here's the thing. I don't think he would. I don't think it looks that much different, though. Like, I think it's pretty different. But like,
Honestly,
It's
though,
just
like
the
I,
athletes.
I don't think it's that much different. He's still
it's
gonna
not
look
even
pretty
just
rough.
that. Like, Wisconsin's schedule is a fucking gauntlet, and you have Hunter
Buzzsaw.
Simmons who has never played an FBS snap, and he's playing Michigan, Oregon, Iowa,
He's one of all the best defenses in the Big Ten. Ohio
and I'm like,
State,
dude, this sucks. Ohio State. I'm like, oh my god, I feel
maybe
awful
the best
for this
defense
guy.
ever.
Literally.
I
Yeah,
do
I'll-
like the
Go
Rams
ahead.
at 4.5 though, -4.5.
Yeah, I think, well, Shanahan kind of owns McVay, if I'm remembering correctly. I believe, like, this is one of the matchups that you can look at priors and be like, well, Shanahan's record against McVay since they took over is like 15-3 or something. I don't know. I'll take the Niners, sure. Anyone else
Whatever,
want?
dude. Just trying to be
Yeah.
different, bro.
Hey, take that.
Put some money on it.
I might. I probably won't.
I wouldn't personally.
Steelers are 2.5-point dogs at the LA Chargers on Sunday Night Football this week.
I'm taking the Chargers.
That's tough.
We'll see. Primetime Herbert. I'm curious.
They almost lost to the Titans last week. To be honest, that was a shit show.
And the
That's a
Chargers are
warning
weird
sign.
though, because they look so good other weeks, but then you're playing close with the Titans. Like, I don't know. Herbo's good.
Yeah, Justin
Herbo
Herbert
looks awesome.
allowed a Titans DB do a pick six in 2025.
Yeah, I saw that play.
It's impressive.
I did see that play.
That's impressive.
It's hard to do.
Very hard to do.
I'll take the Chargers too. I don't. The Steelers are 2 games above 500.
Who are they playing? Steelers?
Pittsburgh. I think if I were to give you a betting guide, I would just bet on, for every Steelers game, just take whatever gets them closer to 500. Like if
I
they're
just
2
need
games
Jalen
above,
Warren
so take the other
145
two.
yards, 2 touchdowns.
Ooh,
That'd be nice. I own him in another league, so I wouldn't
I
mind
can't
that.
imagine he will do half of that. Probably.
He won't,
Hey, how about-
but I can
how-
hope.
Hey, Mike Tomlin, how about we get Caleb Johnson involved? He spent a 2nd-round pick on a running back, and he has 6 carries through.
That
9
looks like
weeks.
the worst pick of the NFL draft so far.
Didn't
Yeah.
he
He
like?
has, like, 8
Didn't he like?
carries.
Did he like? He oofed a kick return and they just
They had
hasn't
him-
touched the field
They
since.
had him returning kicks for no reason, and he touched a ball, and then he left it in the end zone because he thought it would be a touchback, and then the other team just fell on it, and they called it a touchback.
And then he has never played again.
He has not
Yeah,
played
he-
since.
He got 1 carry.
Then Ollie
I was
Gordon
watching,
hasn't been playing too much, has he?
I mean, he's been their second
In Miami.
back.
He's
He
getting
can
more,
just get
he's
such
getting
the
more
workload.
action than Caleb Johnson.
Dude,
Kyle
oh, yeah.
Guy is getting more action than Caleb Johnson.
Caleb Johnson, I watch every Steelers game very intently because in all 3 of my fantasy leagues,
Why?
I own at least
That's
one
what I'm
Steelers
saying.
running back.
Why?
Sometimes in some leagues I own 2 Steelers running backs, and I watch every week for the Caleb Johnson carries. And last week he broke off a nice 4-yard run, and that's the only time he touched the ball.
Who?
Nice
And
40-yard
Gainwell?
run.
It's frustrating. He
Or
looked
Johnson?
pretty good.
Give me Steelers. Minus
Hey,
2.5.
Austin, shout out Kyle Monungai.
Hey,
I picked him like I've told you before. The fantasy running back, one of my starters is DeAndre Swift. He's out, immediately pick up Monungai, and then he gets me like 6 more points than
he
Swift usually does.
looked so much better than DeAndre Swift. I picked him up in Dynasty. So, hey, he's going to be the next Jordan Howard. So, let's keep the train going.
He's gonna be the
Right.
next Jordan Howard.
He's gonna have 3 years where it's like, man, I love that guy, and then he's gonna be on the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Cal Monangai was the big trade piece in Lance and I's fantasy league. We had our deadline on Thursday, and I had Monangai, and I
Yeah, dude, I
desperately-
wasn't even on my phone all day yesterday. And then you
I
did the trade. I was like,
desperately
yeah, I
needed
probably
a
won't.
receiver, and I was canvassing the entire league. Like, someone wants Monangai, and everyone did not want Monangai. But luckily, I snuck Keenan Allen.
Who
out of it.
did? Was it Braden or Jack?
I gave him to Braden for
Braden?
Keenan.
I like Monangai for the
Yeah.
rest of the season. Mind
I
you.
do too.
Like,
I think he's going to take
that
over that backfield.
and a lot of people expected that to happen before the season, but like you're going out for 176 yards, man. I mean, it just feels like it's DeAndre Swift is. I mean, every time I watch him, and Ben Johnson doesn't like him either.
He loves to
because
go with a committee.
Ben Johnson had DeAndre Swift shipped out. They drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, and they were like,
Yeah, we don't need
the
it.
door is right there.
Hey.
There's a reason why Ben Johnson
LeBron.
let him leave, bro.
Ben
There's
Simmons
a
is here.
reason.
You're good. All right, and then Monday Night Football.
Simmons here.
Monday Night Football. We'll see if I'm able to watch it this week. We've got the Eagles and the Pack. I hope I'm able to watch it. I believe it's the top 2 seeds in the NFC, right? Or no, the Packers are the 4. But
There's
Eagles
no
and Packers.
reason that oh my gosh, I hate the Packers.
the Packers are 1.5 favorites on Monday Night Football against the Eagles, and I love this spot for Philly here.
Yeah. I
Coming
do
off
too.
a bye week, like
I
think
hate
this is where Philly.
bro. I hate watching the push.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
No,
fair.
everybody
But I
does.
think as a if I were a gambling man, I think this is the point in the season where Philly takes off. Like, I think
Yeah.
Kind of game.
they've played their worst football.
And I
It's the
think
kind of game
that
where I just root for the meteor or something. Like, I don't know. I don't like either of these teams.
boy,
I don't really want to watch.
I
Hey,
root against Jordan Love any chance that I get. It's just like Aaron Rodgers. It's literally this.
Hey, Sunkit.
Yes.
I'm interested to hear your take. What do you think? Do you think the tush push makes the NFL more difficult to watch? Do you think they should ban it from a viewer's perspective?
The tush push? Yes.
Yeah,
Aye.
good answer.
Hate it.
Yes.
He's right.
Very
Yes.
great analysis.
Yes.
So dumb.
He's not
Dynamite
wrong.
dropping
Hey.
Like,
money.
Join us again next week for
I-
Sunkit's NFL take of the week.
Yep,
Yep.
Hey, okay, hey, he watches the Bears, man. Hey, bear down.
bear down.
It's not the only thing that I watch.
Hey, I hate that for you, man.
Oh, actually, no. I watch Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football.
You need
Other
to
than that,
stick.
no.
I would stick to that instead of watching the Bears play every week because holy shit.
All right, let's pivot to the college basketball season. This might be a monologue, but the season started on Monday, and there's really only been 4 high caliber games between high major opponents. You've got Arizona, Florida, and BYU Villanova had a doubleheader on Monday night. Then Duke played Texas and Charlotte on Tuesday and won. And then last night, UNC beat Kansas in Chapel Hill. So, I mean, all those games, the Arizona-Florida game was spectacular. I don't know if any of you guys watched that. It was kind of the kickoff of the college basketball season. But it was incredible. But the reason why I bring this up is I think the storyline of college basketball this year is going to be, just like it was last year, a loaded freshman class.
Yep.
There are some studs in college basketball coming up from the high school level this year. And in all 4 of those games, there was at least 1, in some cases 2, like guys that I think are going to be, like I think all top 5 picks played this week in a big game. Koa Pete had like a coming out party on Monday against Florida, going for 30 points. I think he had a double-double. He's legit. I wasn't expecting him to be this good, but he has been. Then you follow it up with AJ DeBonsa against Villanova. He's,
I like Villanova's line just as a betting man.
Yeah.
They
It's
heavily
a 5-point game.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, but Yeah, continue. Yeah, sorry. I just really like
No.
that line.
Yeah. They covered, right?
Yes.
Was it? Yeah. And then on Tuesday, Duke has Cam Boozer, who people think is going to win the Wooden Award this year. Like they think he's going to be the best player in college basketball. He is going to be a double machine.
Yeah.
Like textbook, like Kevin Love levels of like he's going to be putting up 20s and 20s. And then UNC and Kansas last night, the two best players in that game were Caleb Wilson and Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson is next up. I keep texting in our group chat, "Hey, Darren Peterson, that train's left the station." I felt like it left the station a long time ago.
I think there's been a lot of hype around this freshman class for a couple years now, and I know that, and you can tell, like you already know and see, like when you're watching, and I know that, like you're talking about, like just the college basketball games themselves, but like looking at the bigger picture for these freshmen is, you already see teams in the NBA. You already know who's tanking, and you're 10 games into the season. You know the Wizards are tanking. You know the Jazz are tanking, and you see these teams playing horrible basketball. They're playing horrible basketball for a reason, and that's to get a hold of. We all know Utah wants AJ DeBanza, like we all know that.
That makes sense.
And you just see. And we saw it a little bit last year, not as much, because I think that I think there's gonna be a lot of conversation on the number 1 overall pick, because I definitely could see it being Darren Peterson. I could see it being Boozer. I could see it being DeBanza. I mean, we'll see how Kobe plays. I would assume he would not go ahead of any of those guys.
No,
but even Caleb Wilson. Like this class is just freaking it's loaded.
Nate Ament.
Yeah, Nate
Tennessee.
Ament at Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
So
like there's
a bunch.
And last year, the class was probably equally as talented, but you have Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey playing for Rutgers, who were not competitive at any point in the season. All 5 of the guys I just named, like I think Arizona, BYU, Duke, UNC, and Kansas are all going to be in the mix as title
those are
contenders this
national
year.
championship contenders.
They're all top 20 teams in America.
Yeah.
So these freshmen are going to have a lot of expectations.
Can we also? You just mentioned Ace Bailey and Harper.
Mhm.
Like, I think that should get talked about more. That Rutgers missed the tournament last year.
That's
Basketball, unlike football, if you have 5, like you have 5 starters. If 2 of them are NBA, like good NBA
top
talent,
3 picks.
that can't happen.
Well, so my counter argument as someone that watched a lot of Rutgers ball last year is they did not play together very much. Like
Said
they were
no
both
one
hurt
ever.
at various points. And the rest of that roster was just god awful.
Good one, Lance.
It's hard to get much worse than what was built around those guys last year.
Yep.
I like Pikel as a coach. I think he's done tremendous things with the Rutgers program. It was a complete zero in college basketball forever. And in the last 5 years, they've at least managed to gain marginal relevance and like make a couple tournaments and have some good players. He took a swing with these guys. It was an embarrassing strikeout. He did he twirled on his pivot foot and he fell on his butt and he walked back to the dugout in shame. He maybe ripped his pants on the way. It was an awful swing.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I just whenever you
Keep
here.
going with this
we get the
analogy.
point.
he took
what happened next?
Keep going. What happens next?
He walks into the dugout. He grabs his pants. He won't try that again. He's gonna get back to the Rutgers way of building just solid rosters,
he's not gonna
defensive
pivot.
minded.
He's not going to twirl on that pivot foot anymore. You're right.
No, his back foot is going to stay. He's gonna be taking more controlled swings from this point on. He's gonna be trying.
No
to
more
poke-
twirling and bouncing.
He's gonna be trying to poke base hits into right center. He's not swinging for the fences anymore.
What
And
are
then
we
also-
talking about?
We're talking about 2024 Rutgers basketball. What else would we be talking about?
My bad, guys.
I also want
Shouldn't have
Leave me
brought
out
that
of
up.
this.
I want to put a couple teams on fraud watch early because that's really what you watch week 1 for. Is you just kind of box score watching and seeing which teams that you thought would be good might lose their bye
The
games.
Bulls.
None of these teams actually lost, but fraud watch. Auburn almost lost to Bethune-Cookman,
Yeah.
who, like, you can't, if you're Auburn, who was the number 1 overall seed last year, you can't almost lose to a SWAC team in game 1. I don't care that you have a new coach.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey. Wabash Valley Community College legend and alumni Jacoby Hetty was starting in that ball game, right? That's not, and his
Hey, this
brother,
isn't-
right? He's got both of them.
This isn't fraud watch. It's more just like they're on ass watch. Did you guys see that Penn State lost to UMBC?
They did? I did not see that.
Yes.
But Penn, yeah,
Not
Penn
only
State-
Typical
did they
Penn
lost by
they're
State.
20.
nothing. They're at nothing in the Big Ten, sadly. The
They
Mike
lost
Rhodes
by
experiment
20.
might be over. Yeah. I'm also going to put Oregon on fraud watch. I watched the tail end of their game against Hawaii, in which they needed a buzzer beater to win, and then they almost lost to Rice, I think, last night. I did not watch that game, but you're playing those teams a little too close for my liking for a team that's supposed to be good in the Big Ten. Also, Ohio State is on fraud watch. They gave up 100 points to IU Indianapolis, who used to be IUPUI. Historically awful college basketball team. If you're giving up 100 to that team, frauds. UCLA is the number 12 team in the country. They should not have been. That's far too high. They almost lost to Eastern Washington.
It's a great day
I'm putting
to be
a
alive.
lighter tag on UCLA. Missouri is a fraud. They were in a wire-to-wire battle with SEMO last night. You can't.
No. No. I mean, dude, SEMO's electric.
They should not be playing 40 good minutes of basketball with Missouri.
Whatever, dude. They
Missouri
literally made
basketball
the tournament last year.
should be.
All
No, they
right.
didn't. That was
So
2 years
let's
ago.
not act
3
like
years ago. 3 years ago they made the tournament.
let's not act like SEMO. I can't even do it, dude. SEMO sucks.
Yeah, good try. That was a good effort.
My bad.
Austin swung and twirled on his pivot
Hey,
foot.
you're
and
talking
he
about
swung and
Sunkist
missed.
School, man, and that's messed
No,
up.
I'm not. No, Sungit goes to SIUE. I'm talking
Yeah,
about SEMO.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
That's my friend Leighton. Shout out Leighton. Okay, that's his school. All right, and I think it's bullshit that you're talking down on this SEMO program.
Sonny, do you have beef with SEMO as an SIU?
Oh,
I
yes.
feel like, yeah, good.
Yes.
Should.
Yes.
There's
That's
big
Yes.
beef.
I will be going to those games.
How about the triangle of hate between Carbondale, Edwardsville, and Cape?
Beef.
Do we like that?
It is an eventful time.
And then Purdue. Purdue is the number 1 team in the country. They're frauds. They almost lost to Oakland last night after Michigan beat Oakland by 60 on Monday. So
I will
Purdue's
say,
a fraud.
I will say with that one, is it possible that Oakland, like the team that went like on a run last year in March Madness, is it possible that they're just as good?
Well, no, because I watched Michigan beat them by 50 on Monday. So like there's a
Fair
direct
enough.
A/B analysis there. If Purdue's the number 1 team in the country, then they shouldn't be playing a close game with a team that Michigan just walloped.
Hey, they beat Evansville by 30. Okay, and I don't know if you saw an ESPN clip of Evansville last night, but their announcer, my former Wabash Valley college instructor, made a 6-7 call, and the
Yeah.
entire crowd was doing the 6-7. Yeah, all over,
Shout out the
I-
Aces.
all over everywhere. Lance, take some time, go to ESPN's Instagram, and you'll find the clip.
Has anybody still figured out what 6-7 means, or is it just still 6-7?
It's like a British gang, I think.
6'7".
Or it's a location. I don't know. So it's from that.
Mike,
It's from the
we all
song.
I
sound
did
so
see
old.
this.
It's
I
from a
did see
song.
this.
Yeah,
I know it's from
the
a song, but
Doot Doot by Skrilla. Skrilla is a British drill rapper who is there's some sort of
Lance
affiliation.
has left. Lance
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 is
is fuming.
I saw it.
We
I
can
saw
move
it. I
on.
saw it. I saw it.
Oh my gosh.
He
Wait,
heard,
wait.
he heard British.
Wait, wait,
he
wait,
heard
wait,
British
wait.
drill rapper and it's like, I'm out.
Yeah, that's enough. I do want to talk as
Doot for
well
me.
about the slate today, just briefly, because Alabama is playing St. John's here in an hour. That's a top 15 matchup. I'm thrilled to watch that. I will be watching that.
That should
That will
be
be
a
a part of
good
my
game.
quad box this morning. Arkansas plays Michigan State tonight. Michigan State sneaky fraud watch. Love Arkansas plus 1.5. Although
Yep.
the Breslin gets hopping. The Izzone is legit. Oklahoma plays Gonzaga tonight at 9:30 in Spokane. They're 11.5-point dogs. But I don't know if this is the first Gonzaga litmus test of the year, so that's something to keep an eye out on. And then on Sunday, we've got Indiana Marquette at noon and Washington and Baylor at 7:30. I think Indiana and Washington are both sneaky contenders in the Big Ten, although Indiana is also just Drake, and Iowa is also Drake. But yeah, I think that'll do college basketball. That's our college basketball segment.
I will be trying to go to, living here in Evansville. I will be trying to go to some IU basketball games. I will let you know. I know
You
the
have to go to
culture
Mackey
there
at some
is
point.
absolutely incredible.
You should make it your goal this year to go to a Indiana basketball game and a Purdue basketball game and compare them. That would be an unreal article.
I know that both cultures are like it's pretty legit, and
Yeah.
especially like Big Ten basketball is awesome. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, it's comparable. Might be better. I don't know about comparing the two, but it's like SEC football. Like Big Ten basketball is absolutely electric.
It just means more. Big Ten basketball just means more.
Right.
Okay, now I'll turn over to Austin.
I love college. Yeah, I love I don't love college basketball as a whole, but when my school or like a team I'm rooting for has a big game, it feels just as important as
Right.
like when your football team has a huge game, right? Like I'm here for it. Like last year, so I went to Nebraska, right? Of course it was 2 years ago when we played Creighton at home. Like we were ready for that. That was the only time I was
I
in
went to
line
that game.
multiple hours early.
I went to
That team 2
the
years
Creighton
ago
game.
was awesome.
2 years ago in Lincoln.
That
That was more of a
another
question,
note.
Lance.
He's out on that one.
Oh, my bad.
Did you go see him at Creighton
My bad.
or
I
at
went to a game
or in
Creighton,
Lincoln?
I think that-
Okay.
I
'Cause
saw
they
Matt
flip
Creighton,
every year.
so it must have been a different year, I think.
It was probably last
Oh,
year.
so did you wait? Did
Yeah.
you watch the Derek Walker legacy game from
Yeah,
2
yeah.
years ago, where they held like Ryan Kalkbrenner to like 7 points?
Yes. Noted Charlotte Hornet Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Bro, Creighton was
Noted
cool to watch, though.
Starting center for the Charlotte Hornets currently.
Dude,
Oh boy.
I remember whenever they drafted him, there was immediate memes going around about Calc and ball torture with him and LaMelo. That's a great segue into our NBA segment. I'm just gonna turn it over to Austin. He's our association correspondent.
ball torture?
No, I said Calc and ball torture. Ryan Kalkbrenner and LaMelo Ball.
Can you
Pick and
go
roll.
Lance
podcast without
loves it.
talking
He
about?
loves it.
Lance is currently about to look up the memes.
That's my.
All he had to
I'm
hear,
not
all he
looking
had
up
to hear
any
was
cock and
Calc
ball
and
torture
ball
on my
torture.
phone.
That's my weekly cock reference on the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't want to have anything
becomes
pop up
a
my
thing.
phone that should.
Austin, talk to us about your observations from the NBA.
So first off, should be having an article going out today, NBA related article.
Noon
but anyways,
Central.
So
Allegedly.
allegedly, the Charlotte Hornets actually have the number one rated offense in the NBA right now, which is it blows my mind that this happens every year. Like at the start of the season, their offense is electric, but they suck because they're the Charlotte Hornets, and then LaMelo Ball is going to get hurt. Everyone else is going to get hurt, and they'll be picking probably 6th overall because the draft lottery is just they don't like the Hornets.
But we talked about. I mean, this year that's not a bad spot to be in. You've got
right.
you've got
Yeah,
options.
it's a loaded class. I mean, you would rather want pick.
You'd
2
rather have the first pick.
or pick 3, right? I think that and just looking at the draft, you want a top 3 pick. Like if you are any of those bottom dwelling teams, you want Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, or AJ Depanta. And I think that if you're one of those teams sitting at 4 and 5, I think you're gonna feel not disappointed because you're still gonna get an awesome talent. But I think you're sitting there like, man, we could have had one of those guys. I think that there is a teardrop, not a big teardrop, right? But I think it's enough to be noticeable for teams in the NBA to be like, okay, this is where we want to pick. And obviously, every team wants to pick in the top 3 every year.
You think?
But
You
this
think teams are
draft,
going to cry if they're drafting 4th or 5th?
do what? What?
Do you think that teams are crying because of the 4th and 5th pick?
No.
You're talking about teardrops.
Well, I personally, you look at the Pistons, all right, when
You
they
got jokes
were
today, Graham.
I do. I'm gonna have
cock
you
and
go
ball
lucky move.
torture teardrops. I hate you, bro.
Don't look that up.
Shit.
Promise you. Don't look that up.
um,
You don't want to look up cock and ball torture leading to teardrops.
KALK. Calc. Bro.
yeah, do not look up cock, COCK, and ball. But
No.
NBA Cup.
No one ever said that. No one said to do that.
NBA Cup started this week. I paid attention to the Bucks Bulls game last night. The Bulls sucked. The Bucks didn't.
I think it. I saw a little bit of that game. I think it's more that Giannis is just awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw Ryan Rollins though. I don't know if you watched him play, but he definitely had 20 points. So you should probably read my article today about him.
Toledo, right? Ryan
Yes,
Rollins?
Toledo. Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Former Washington Wizard and Golden State Warrior who was
Shout
caught
out to Mac.
shoplifting
Oh.
and got cut. Yeah, fun fact. But the East looks so weird, and whoever wins the West is probably going to be OKC. They're going to sweep whoever makes the finals. I think the West might be a clean sweep. Because I don't trust Detroit. I for sure do not trust Chicago. And Cleveland would be the only team. Cleveland and New York if they figure it out. But Cleveland is like I can see a vision there. New York is just it's a super talented team, but Cat is a pussy. And which is
What
funny.
the hell happened to the Pacers?
No Halliburton.
I'm looking at a
They-
black screen. Just
I
me.
Really bad. You got a black screen?
I'm sharing the standings. I think. Yeah.
I have a black screen.
I see
Someone-
standings.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm seeing pure black screen. Oh no.
Well, just know the Boston Celtics are outside of the playoff picture as of right now. That's all you need to know.
10 games in,
But
sunk it.
I really like where Portland is at.
Yes.
Wait, put up the standings again.
Oh, okay.
Put up the standings again.
Yeah.
I want Sunkit's NBA take now.
Sunk it.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
So
My
you watched-
NBA take?
All right. Yeah,
Yes,
of
some
the
of it.
teams that are not currently winning their conference, which team do you think has the best chance of making the finals from each conference?
Well, it's not going to be the Celtics. I know that. They're god awful this
Yeah.
year right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the Thunder are probably going to run it again. My opinion.
You bet your ass they are.
Diddy ain't going to do anything.
I'm just
What?
glad San Antonio's relevant again.
Giddy ain't doing anything for the Bulls.
Oh, Pete.
So yeah.
Jay Giddy. Giddy. He's saying Giddy, everyone.
Oh,
I
Mr.
was
Diddy.
Mr. Diddy,
I was
Mr.
what?
Diddy.
No,
Mr. Diddy.
He's saying Giddy, everyone.
You're saying Giddy.
I am
Oh,
saying
man,
Giddy.
I forgot about that.
Mr. Giddy Oil.
Mr. Giddy.
Oh man.
Our sponsors are calling my phone now, wanting to pull their sponsorship after that.
You know, I am so intrigued with one team specifically, and it is the Portland Trailblazers.
I was gonna get to this. You mentioned them.
Because the last time I had heard of Tiago Splitter before being named the interim head coach was watching him get absolutely fucking cock-blocked at the rim by LeBron James. Literally the last time I saw anything about Tiago Splitter. And then Chauncey Phillips gets, he's gambling, right? And
He gets axed.
he's named the interim head coach, and I am losing my mind
They've got to
heading
figure it
to
out.
Bloomington. Like I am fuming at the thought of seeing Tiago Splitter on the sideline. But they're good. Like they're actually good. Drew Holiday, shout out another article I wrote. Check it out about the 2021 Milwaukee Bucks. He's awesome. I really like the Blazers. Like they're just they're a fun young team, and I don't know, just something about it.
I had an idea for a possible video that we could do where you just go through and you read recent NBA draft lotteries to me, and I tell you how good they've done without watching any NBA basketball for the past couple of years. And so I was thinking through this concept. And I was looking at the 2024 lottery because of how bad everyone says that draft lottery is.
Yeah.
And there was one name I was looking at, and I was like, I have no idea if this guy is any good or not. Is Donovan Clingan good at basketball? I actually don't know. I've heard
Yes.
nothing about him. Okay,
Yes.
he's
So
good.
like he's like equivalent to Walker Kessler. Like he's a little bit worse than Walker Kessler.
Okay,
If that
yeah,
helps.
that makes
out.
sense.
Like
He's-
he's good at what he does, and he's just a rim protector. Got to get some rebounds.
Yeah,
He has
Okay.
a very small role in Portland, but
but he's
he's
filling it
good.
well.
I mean, he's definitely worth the pick.
Is he better than Edie? Bless you.
Bobby Portis is better than Zach Edey.
Okay,
Alright,
good.
let's
That's
not
really
get
all I
into it.
needed to know.
Zach Edey
Uh,
has not played this season though, so
Is it because he speeds?
Is he hurt?
Is it because he got arrested for speeding too many times?
first off,
Is it
don't
because
even
he's
know how you
texting-
fit in a vehicle.
Is he
if
texting
you're-
high schoolers still? Is that still going on?
Was
I hate
that
Zach Edey.
going on?
It was, yeah. He was DMing high schoolers while he was at Purdue.
Dude, he's
Um,
so wood. He's so wood, dude. You're
I'm out on Zach
7'4", You're
Oh.
you're statistically.
Oh, that
the
was
best
Zach
player in
Edey.
basketball.
Yes.
Who did you think we were talking
Lance
about, Lance?
was, Lance was
I don't
piecing the
know.
conversation together.
Yeah,
I kept.
Edey-
I was like, it was like glitching. I heard messaging underage women and speeding. I was like, what the hell are we talking
yeah,
about?
you probably thought I was talking about a Georgia football player, but Matt Painter runs.
I
his
was literally about to say,
program
I thought you
in a
were
very
talking
similar
about
way.
Georgia.
Yeah, no, Matt.
Well, you
Matt
mentioned
Painter's,
you mentioned speeding
Zach
tickets,
Edey, man.
so
yeah, Matt Painter's Boilermakers.
Zach Edey's just
have a-
ugly as hell.
Yeah,
He's
that
a
too.
super unattractive Like, just imagine seeing him in public. Like, I would be absolutely fucking petrified because he is.
I think he could do. He could probably star in the Odyssey movie coming out. You know, big ass little.
This has been a great show for dunking on people I don't like. It's been
He
successful.
is like, okay, let's go off topic here. Who is uglier? Is Boban Marjanovic at 7'5" uglier and more intimidating than a 7'4" Zach Edey? Like, who are you more scared of?
Boban.
Man,
If I
we should
woke
clip
up
this and make a video.
and it was like
who ugliest player in the NBA?
We do like a
What was-
bracket, 64 team bracket.
what are those dreams? Oh man. Well, trying
I
to think of
think-
who would terrify me more if I just woke up and saw them.
I think Boban. I think it's
Boban. But Zach, like knowing Zach Edey though, is like if I woke up and I just woke up and saw Zach Edey, I would shit my pants. I would poop
Oh, yeah.
my pants right there in my bed. Like,
I think
holy shit,
Let me
it's
just-
Zach Edey. Oh my gosh.
I think Boban, if I did not have any background with either guy and I saw both of them on the street, I would be far more intimidated by Boban. He is scarier looking and I feel like he's
big
a, li-
ears, man.
he's a
Got those
little
legs.
bulkier. He's obviously Eastern European and so you've kind of got like I don't know if he would
I'd be
strike more
intimidated.
fear in my heart. Yes.
I
But
think
having
Literally, I'd be
background
intimidated by any NBA center if I saw them in public because they're
True.
way taller than me.
yeah, but that's not the point of this conversation.
I just
Brendan.
want
But-
to have that point.
having the
I'm just saying,
background
if
I
somebody
have
like
with both
approached
of
me
them,
at 7 foot tall.
I know that Boban is a lovable guy. He is a big jokester. He likes to make people smile. And Zach Edey is not that guy. So knowing what I know about both of them, I would be more scared of Edey.
I want to
I
hear
would like to
Lance.
turn it
I want to hear what Lance has to say about this.
If I woke up,
Yeah. If-
Right.
I'd probably pass away.
oh, Lance's internet making for some really good, really good podcasting.
Oh, Zach E. Okay.
All right, let's get to our tier list. Again, I always say top of the hour for the tier list. We are only 23 minutes behind today.
It's a
We
new
are
5-out
tearing-
record.
We are tiering the SEC football teams.
This one won't take as long as the other ones, though.
No,
not
there's
as
only
much
16,
to
and I feel like we're going to be on the same page for a lot of these teams. Let's start with Georgia. Georgia's a good football team.
Good.
Right?
cover. So okay, let me like let's clarify. So are we just going based off this year, or are we talking about the program?
Just this
themselves?
year. The teams
Okay.
this season.
Okay, gotcha.
Georgia's good.
Yeah.
Alabama is good.
Alabama's good. Yeah, absolutely.
Ole Miss.
Well, I was going to say with Georgia, this is not as good of a Georgia team as in
No,
past years.
no.
The defense is
But you
not.
can't put them in.
I would say
You
sneaky
cannot
good
put them in a
because
lower.
Well,
Why?
yeah,
Well, we got Lance.
I don't know. They've been tested a lot, man. They almost lost to Auburn. They almost lost to Tennessee.
They really should have lost to Tennessee.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just think their defense has been not great, but again, like you said, they've been tested. They've won all these games. I don't think they can be sneaky anything. I think we know, like Georgia.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
Georgia maybe not exceeding expectations, but they're still a good program.
And I think we also, they have Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart is one of the best coaches in college football. We all know that.
Completely
I
agree.
think that gives them a little bit of, which I know that we're not talking about it, but it gives them a little bit of pedigree where it's like,
It does,
okay,
absolutely.
they're winning these games, and that they're close games, but come on.
And then Alabama's good.
Yeah.
They're one of the two undefeateds left in the conference. Ole Miss is good.
I just don't
Right.
like Ole Miss, man. I really don't. They are good, unfortunately.
They're not sneaky ass, so I think they have to be good. And they are what we think they are.
Yes.
Oh, we're getting into the good stuff now. Let's
I
go
think-
ahead.
I want to do Texas.
One more time.
Let's do Texas.
Call in it.
Oh.
Say it again.
I said if I get kicked one more time, I'm going to call an artillery strike on my Wi-Fi provider.
Yeah. I want to talk about Texas because
Go.
I think Texas is sneaky not ass. Arch is kind of figuring it out slowly.
Lance, get it on the screen.
Yeah.
I can't. We started it, or I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we think? Are we?
I think
Is there any dissension here?
I think
Texas
they're-
played well against their Super Bowl against Oklahoma. That's it.
Right.
That's true.
I think
They-
I think they've been playing
Every
a
other
lot
team, they've
better
just
recently. Like if
barely-
this was 2 weeks ago, I think they would go in the sneaky ass category.
yeah.
But I think,
I-
and I've talked about it. Like my barometer on how good a team is like if I was coaching the best team in the conference, how scared would I be to play them? And I still wouldn't want to play them.
No.
So I
The
would say
talent's
sneaky
obviously
good
there.
for that reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Their defense scares me a lot more than what they have on offense.
Yeah,
True.
they're super talented. Like that is a scary team, regardless. I just don't know if they're.
Are they good yet?
Yeah,
think
that's
they
where I'm at.
They
It's
need
like,
one more. I think they need one more to prove that they're sneaky.
They're not good yet.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
they're still-
and I
they're
think
just
And
not
they need a
ass.
quality win. Yeah.
and they just they're only I mean, the Oklahoma win
I would've
was
said-
a good win, but
And Vandy, they
They kinda-
played Vandy and beat them last week. That's another good.
Yeah,
win.
but they
But
kind of let that slip away.
Barely.
they did.
They almost
Like-
blew that shit.
They did.
Yeah, Vandy.
They almost blew that shit.
I think weren't they winning by like 17 points? In
Then
the
they
fourth
went to
quarter?
2 overtimes with Kentucky.
Yeah, that game was,
there
they
it
were
is.
really bad.
There
that
it
day.
is.
They were
Yeah,
really
let's
bad that
let's
day.
Put 'em in
let's
ass.
do the sneaky not ass.
I'll tell you
No,
what.
They're here. Go ahead, Lance.
I'll tell you what. The SEC beat Alabama. If Lenore
is
Sellers
pretty-
held onto that ball, they should have beat Alabama. And then
Yeah.
Oklahoma beat the dog shit out of South Carolina. And then you have teams like Kentucky going to overtime with Texas, and then it just like it makes no sense this year.
yeah,
I don't
It's
I
ultra
don't even know who's good.
competitive,
Because
which
like
is-
next week, if Oklahoma somehow, some way beats Alabama, and then what happens? You
Yeah.
know, like I don't.
Tennessee.
sneaky
Quality loss. That's what we're gonna say. Whoever loses, that's
Yeah.
a quality
I'm going
loss.
sneaky ass.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
think
am too.
sneaky ass is perfect.
They have not beat a team that's above 500 all year. They're 6-3. They're still ranked in every poll. They're still ranked, but they haven't beat a single life. They haven't beat anyone with any life. So
Yeah.
until further notice,
I think that's a correct ranking.
sneaky ass. The LSU Tigers, which for some reason is just a block S in this logo that I found. The LSU Tigers. I actually am curious to hear thoughts. I don't know where I would put LSU.
They're just a dumpster fire.
Are they
I mean,
are they
they're
just
like-
ass? Like are they?
they're-
are they
I don't.
just
I
ass?
don't
I
know
think-
if they're not ass.
I just go sneaky ass or ass.
I think that they're
Yeah, I
sneaky
think
ass.
I think
have
I
to
just put
go
sneaky
in
ass for them
sneaky
too this
ass.
Because they had okay, the teams that are going to be put in ass are Kentucky and Mississippi State and Arkansas, right? When I look-
Jeff Lebby wagon.
Shut up.
Mississippi State.
LSU is like they're just falling apart right
Yeah.
now, and it's like,
They're in pitfall.
but they're still like that's still, and it's the same thing with Tennessee. And like Brendan said, it's a quality loss or a
That's
quality.
the
win, I
SEC.
guess.
They build up their resumes by taking quality losses to teams that aren't actually that good, like LSU and
I do
Tennessee.
I do like sneaky ass because they're not ass.
They're going to be so heavily favored whenever they play Arkansas in a couple weeks.
True.
So like that's your barometer of like
Arkansas might win.
okay,
It's true. Arkansas is in all of it, like every game,
Yeah, that's
except for the Notre Dame game.
By the way,
they got pummeled.
I was in Fayetteville last weekend. That was the funniest game I have watched in a long time.
I'm about to blow my head off.
He's back.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if
two
any of you
Lances.
guys.
nice. We got two of them. We got Lance Thomas and then Knicks legend. No.
Oh, he's gone. Okay. There we go. This one's back.
194 penalty yards against just Arkansas last weekend against
Dude,
Mississippi
I
State.
saw that.
Also, the Mississippi State backup
Oh my
quarterback
God.
came in and
Lance,
promptly
I hear you.
threw the ball at. Oh my God, this is hilarious.
Oh, if you're
Lance, have you considered turning off the Wi-Fi?
Thank goodness that we are not on podcast platforms yet, because you need to watch this to see what's going on. All right, let's move on to A&M, who's the number 3 team in the country, one of 2 undefeated
They're
left
good.
in the SEC, and I still think that they could be put in the sneaky good category.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I would say sneaky good.
I think
because-
they can be the number 3 team in the country and not be in the same. I just don't think publicly they're in the same group as these teams.
Right.
Personally, I think they're still flying under the radar.
The fact that they only beat Arkansas by 3 points and gave up like 40 points,
That is.
I like
alarming.
that. But I also think they also beat Notre Dame,
Yeah, and that's looking to be.
and that's a
really
great
strong.
win.
It is. Well,
Welcome back, Lance.
okay. I'm gonna leave it here. Let's move on to Mizzou. Mizzou without Bo Prabula now. Are they? I guess. Are they ass
Sneaky ass.
without Bo Prabula?
Sneaky. Yeah,
Okay.
sneaky.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think sneaky,
the,
but
the Sooners, Lance's Sooners. I definitely think top 2 tiers. Do we think they're good or are they sneaky
They're just
good?
like, I don't
They
know.
play a
they're
big
so-
game every week. I
they're
don't know if they're
goofy.
sneaky anything.
I think they're sneaky.
I think we're
good.
sneaky good. But
I think sneaky good is a good spot for them.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm willing
I
to
want
agree
to. I
with
want to hate on Oklahoma just to irritate Lance, but his internet's already doing that for him, so we'll just let it be.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And he's
you
gone.
won, Brendan. You won. How do you feel?
All right, hey, Graham. Put Oklahoma in ass now that he's gone. So whenever he comes back, Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to to South Carolina. Where do we think? Because I feel like South Carolina is like sneaky moving up to the not ass group potentially.
Yeah, they were
no,
kind of.
they're
They were
going
in
in sneaky ass for me.
They're not sneaky ass.
They're
though,
still
because
going there.
They're either ass or they're sneaky. Like they're ass, or unless if you don't think they are.
I don't think they're ass. I would say.
They're sneaky not ass. They're sneaky not ass.
I think. Yeah, I like sneaky
I think-
not ass. 'Cause
I mean,
they're-
they took Alabama
they
down to the
play with
wire.
Everyone.
Yeah, they have one of the best quarterbacks in the
I'm gonna
conference. This is hilarious. The Florida
He is
Gators.
pissed.
There it is. He saw it.
The Florida Gators. Where do we want to put Florida here?
I think that they're the same.
I think
exact-
the
They're
same as
actually
South
so
Carolina.
much better. Yeah, they go in
I
that
think-
same category.
Yeah, I think they're literally just. South
I would be-
Carolina.
If I'm Georgia, I have no interest in playing Florida. Like that scares
South
me.
Carolina
still.
played this week
Who? Let's see. I don't have this slate pulled up.
because they
My internet
Why
is also performing poorly.
Oh, Lance got his piece
think-
out and dipped.
I believe South Carolina has a
this
bye week.
They are off this week. Correct. Okay.
Look at the
So-
schools we have left, man. Wow.
I went top to bottom. Let's go to
Let's go.
Kentucky.
Let's go ahead and just get Vandy out of here.
No, we're saving Vandy. I want to go
Kentucky
Kentucky first.
Is ass.
Yeah, Kentucky's ass. Who did they
They're
beat last
so
week?
bad.
They're really bad.
They beat
What?
Auburn. They beat Auburn last week.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're always
Yeah.
gonna be they're gonna have a good SEC win. Like they're like last year was Ole Miss.
Mark
Right.
Stoops gets it
And
done.
they're gonna have a good SEC win, but they're not going to be.
All right. All right. Look, before we move on, that game was incredible last week. Let's play the game of guess the yards per play for each team, Kentucky and Auburn, which, if you don't remember, ended with a final score of 10-3.
Yeah. I'm going to say Kentucky had 2.4 yards per play, and Auburn had 1.3.
It's actually a little better than that, 3.9 and 3.4.
Dude, Auburn. We'll get to
My
Auburn.
God. Auburn got sacked 7 times. Here's another question. How many punts did each team have? Because this is incredible.
It's going to be north of double
This is
digits, right?
like,
I would say it's like
Well, not
11 to
both.
9.
yeah, it's not quite that bad, but together they had 13 punts.
Yeah.
Great day for the punter.
Yeah. That's and
What,
you know
what a
what?
st-
You know what people will tell you is that the Big Ten West is dead. And I watched that game and I realized that it is not. The Big Ten West is
the
still
Big
very
Ten
alive.
West is an idea.
Yes.
It comes back whenever you least expect it. 4
The
turnovers,
Big Ten West
13 punts. Cinema.
to quote
Incredible.
to quote Odin from the film Thor Ragnarok, I'm going to change his line a little bit. I'm going to drop it's going to make more sense if I say it this way. The Big Ten West is not a place, it's a people. Remember that. The Big Ten West lives on. Arkansas is ass.
Yeah,
Right.
let's get ass
The
out of
Hogs.
the way.
Hogs are ass. Brendan, your thoughts?
I watched them last week, and they're going to play a lot of teams close, but that defense is horrible.
Yeah.
That defense is horrendous. That also is one of the most undisciplined football teams I've ever seen. Holy cow. Do they love taking a penalty? They love an unsportsmanlike. They kicked off. So last week, they had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after they scored. Or I think they kicked a field goal. So they got backed up 15 yards. And then Lance is putting his phone in the microwave.
Yeah.
And then Bobby Petrino, while yelling at the refs, got them another 15-yard penalty on the kickoff. So they kicked off from the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that-
that's Arkansas football.
they're
in
terrible.
2025.
It was
All
the
right.
most sad, like, Arkansas does like the woo pig suey thing. It was so depressing there last week. Everyone's just like, it's like zombies were in the stadium. It's just like, yeah, we're here. And it's like everyone expected them to blow the 2-score lead. So, yeah, they're ass. Oh my
Auburn
God,
fired
Auburn.
Hugh Freeze. They fired Hugh Freeze this week. We saw that coming, but long overdue. Man, that team stinks.
Yeah,
That's
Jackson
an awful
Arnold
football team.
sucks.
Bad at football.
He is very not good.
I'm gonna. You guys can maybe disagree with me. I don't know if I'm gonna move him. I think that the Levy wagon
Yeah.
is sneaky, not ass. Mississippi State. They've been so competitive all year, and all they needed was one. They broke through. I think with Arkansas, they only need one more win for bowl eligibility. Mississippi State, sneaky, not ass.
And that's like, I mean, what an improvement of it. What an improvement. Just even making a bowl game.
Absolutely.
'Cause
Totally.
Holy shit, they were
Ever since
horrible last season.
they beat Illinois in the bowl game, they have not done anything. Rest in peace, Mike Leach, one of my favorite college coaches ever.
Absolutely.
And then Vandy is our last team, and I'm curious to know what you guys think about Vandy because I still think maybe sneaky good. Like the
I think
fight they showed.
they're definitely good, right? We know that. We know that they're good. They're
I
just
think
so, I don't know.
The fight they showed at the end of that Texas game makes me think that they should stay in sneaky good because I was willing to go further than that, but
I was hoping they played better. Like if they had played really well at Bryant Denny, then I would have
Yeah.
loved to just put them in the good category. Like if they beat Texas last week too, they're in the good category for me.
Mhm.
But they're still Vandy at times.
Yep.
And by the
They
way,
were
I
a
just
top 10
love
team in
that
the
they're in
country.
this category.
Yeah. All right, that's our tier list of the SEC. Join us next week when we will tier list something else. Maybe the
Love
Big Ten.
Diego Pavia, mind you. By the way, I love. What's
Hey,
so
we should,
funny? Actually,
we should tier list Big Ten quarterbacks next week,
Oh,
just so
oh,
we can
oh.
get Wisconsin in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't really care at this point. Penn State, Drew Aller out for the year, so we're going to be tier listing a backup. Dylan
Wrong.
Raiola out for the year,
Yeah.
tier listing a backup. We could have to talk about Mark Gronowski.
Oh,
We
oh, oh.
will. I love Mark Gronowski. Sneaking out ass.
Yeah, Ethan Kaliak-Manis.
Yeah,
Like, this
he's
is
been
incredible.
in the Big Ten forever. This week, the first
Yeah, he's
CFP
in his ninth
rankings,
year of Big Ten football.
the first CFP rankings came out. I wish Lance was here because I had a few problems with the committee. Notably, having Texas at 11 ahead of Oklahoma, which obviously they have the head-to-head. But then, if you're gonna use that, then Miami's at 18 at 6-2, and Notre Dame's at 10 at 6-2, and Notre Dame doesn't have any good wins. The committee is kind of all over the place. I think Oregon was underranked at 9 as well.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised about how the committee went about it this time, but I'm
Can you
curious
pull
to
it up?
see.
Can you?
Yeah, I'll
Like,
pull it up.
is the
I have
committee
it.
just not valuing a loss to Indiana as a quality loss?
I don't
I
know
guess-
because like I don't know. That's because Indiana has looked absolutely insane. Like they
I'll tell
have
you
looked.
what. I'll tell you what. Why the fuck is Oklahoma not in? Why the fuck?
Yeah, well, I can't believe that Oklahoma is behind Texas. Legitimately, that shocks me. But
I mean, I get it. I get we lost that game, but like,
Texas is not a top 11 team.
tell Memphis to go fucking play for Elvis.
They have to.
Tell Memphis to go visit Graceland. They don't need to be in the CFP.
Well, again, Lance, and here's where you can try and dunk on me all you want, Brendan. The 20-team college football playoff would allow both of those schools to get in. And Memphis
And they would still be full of really bad games.
would have their day to play
I'm
a
telling you-
Louisiana Tech.
Memphis sucks.
Okay, here's the
They're
thing.
the best G5
You're
team.
telling me
They
that
lost.
Texas A&M
Anyway.
doesn't want to play BYU. Like they'd be itching to play that game because it's going to be heavily in their favor. Like you're not going to get 7 good football games
No.
or whatever if you expand. Like you're going to get some really terrible football games if you make it 20 teams. But
Hold
don't
on.
give them the idea because they love them some revenue.
I would like to pivot to my bracket. I have to zoom out. I'm still too. Yeah, you can't see that at all.
Holy
Okay,
shit,
well,
dude.
we'll go.
Louisville,
We'll go.
Toledo.
We'll go half of the bracket at once. So yeah, there you go. This would be the first half of the bracket in the 20 team.
Dude.
Virginia JMU would be electric at
Right.
noon on a Saturday. Like, come on. Like there's some. I love this bracket. I really wanted to write this article, but I was slammed this week. But at some point, I
Okay,
will be
and
writing an
then-
article breaking down the 20 team play.
And then Alabama plays whoever wins that first game the next week and wins by 45.
Unless they don't, which they probably will.
Yeah, but they
But-
will.
Here's the other side of the bracket. Dude, imagine a Thursday night primetime game in Lubbock against the Longhorns. I mean, that's cinema right there.
And then
That's pretty good. I like that a lot.
I think
But that might happen anyway.
it could. We'll see. That's
Like that
the
could happen in our 12-team format. So
the 20-team playoff. That again, at some point I'll write that article and we'll talk.
I
About
don't know. I just don't like. I think, and I know that we talk about this. We've talked about it before with, you look at the MLB expanding their play. You look at the professional leagues, right? And which I'd probably consider college football a professional league at this point. Just
Yeah,
how much
college
revenue they
sports are
bring in and
professional.
how much these players are getting paid. But you look at like the NBA, they've expanded their playoffs, and then the MLB just did it, and the NFL just did it, and like at the end of the day, they want more money, right? More people are gonna watch, especially like if JMU, right, James Madison. Let's say 20-team format comes out, okay? They beat Virginia. Everybody is gonna tune in to watch the first quarter of Ohio State, James Madison. Everyone.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Every college football fan ever is going to watch that first quarter. Then they're going to turn it off. But
We'll always have
they
that
have
quarter.
the number. They have that number at the beginning of the game, and it's like, well, we got this many views, and so we're going to keep doing it. And like obviously people are going to watch, but they're not going to watch the entire game because Ohio State would absolutely kill James Madison. As much as I want to believe that James Madison would come out on top, it's just like it's just too. You don't really see.
You don't get the same level of upsets
Right,
in college football.
and
But
it's
if you think about it in a March Madness sense, it's like it's not a 1-16 game. It's more you're more likely to have that. James Madison will beat Ohio State more times than a 16 seed will beat a 1 seed in March Madness. Right? Like, the
Right.
talent disparity is not that wide.
Yeah,
But again, very rarely.
yeah. It's just like I don't know. Like you see teams like Penn State, right? They were upsetted by UCLA. Maybe that's just not a good football team, and
Yeah.
and like, but then last year NIU beats Notre Dame. Notre Dame heads to the national championship. So it's like, but NIU just wasn't.
so NIU's
that
having
good.
a rough season.
Yeah, they're just not that good, and it's like,
On any given Saturday,
it's
you never
really hard to
know.
gauge upsets, and if James Madison was to
teams are
upset Ohio
upset
State,
proof.
right?
Yeah.
Like let's say hypothetically they upset Ohio State, and then they play like I don't even remember how the bracket was
Ole
set
Miss
up.
or Notre Dame would be there.
Yeah, let's watch them play Notre Dame and
In the
let's see what
Sugar
Notre
Bowl.
Dame does,
Yeah.
right? So it's tough because like you see a team like it was Miami a few years back at this point, probably like 4 years now. They made it to the Elite Eight, and they had some really good wins, and then they get absolutely pummeled by Kansas, like
Rock chalk.
absolutely pummeled.
I should have been at
And-
that game.
You were at
I
that
was in
game?
Chicago. I should have been. Everyone
Oh,
flaked
shit.
on me. I was gonna get tickets.
But it's like that, and so yeah, the upsets are cool, but how often have we ever seen a Cinderella run actually fulfill a Cinderella run, right?
But at the same time, pulling the first upset is a story nevertheless. Like even when Fairleigh Dickinson beats Purdue in the 1-16 game, right? They were still the story of that tournament, even though Florida Atlantic went out the next game and beat their brains in. Same with
Yeah.
like UMBC and they lost to Kansas State. But when the 16 beats the 1, it's still the story of the tournament, even though you know you're going to get a bad game next. That's kind of people's opinion about March Madness is like let's fill up the first round with as many upsets as we can. We love chaos in the first round, but let's make sure that by the Sweet 16 we have 16 quality basketball teams playing.
Yeah,
Like, you don't want to see, LaSalle sneak into a Sweet 16 so that way they can get walloped by
Right.
a 1 seed Kansas. Like, that's not what people want to see. But
yeah, which
we
it's
do want
different
to
in
see
basketball.
LaSalle beat Ole Miss in the first round, and that's so.
Except for
I
when
don't know.
except for when that run turns into like a Loyola Chicago making the
Right,
Final
and it's
Four.
like
True.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is basketball? That's where it differs in college basketball with college
But there's-
football. And I think
There's so much. Yeah, there's less players,
yeah,
and so there's so much more like room for like. If one player carries so much more weight in college basketball, because if I'm like a top draft pick that's playing on college basketball, and I just literally shoot 20% from the floor and have 4 turnovers myself, like that can change the course of a game.
yeah,
That and just the way the sports work out, if I'm a bad offensive basketball player, you can stick me in the corner and you can hide me for several possessions.
yeah,
If I'm a bad DB, someone's scoring a touchdown on me every single you
Right.
can't hide a bad DB.
no,
You can't you're going to get exploited. Everyone has to be good at their job in football, whereas in the NBA or in basketball, there's a little more leeway to maybe have guys that are role guys that just do one thing well and they can sit out on offense. All right, let's move on from that. I didn't want to go on that tangent, but I felt like I needed to talk about the 20-team playoff.
it happens. Yeah.
Let's go through the slate very quickly. We got 8 minutes till these kick off. BYU is the number 7 team in the country, and they are road 11.5-point dogs against number 8 Texas Tech in Lubbock. But BYU, there's something about BYU the past 2 years that they shouldn't be in these games, but they always are.
Right.
So I don't see a world in which they get blown out. That they just haven't done that. So I would take BYU to cover, even though I think Texas Tech is the class of the Big 12, and I think that they'll win.
Right. I mean,
I think if their run,
I like the
if their
spread.
run game gets shut down, I think Texas Tech isn't really that good.
Yeah.
They paid
Did
a
you-
lot of money to be.
Is that who Arizona State played whenever you went, Brendan? Yeah. So you have it.
They couldn't. They literally couldn't move the ball.
Yeah.
They could not
But-
run the ball.
Dealing with backup quarterback, right? No, Baron Morton in that game. So.
a double
Really?
digit?
I thought was.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
there
I
was
just
one
showed up
game-
and watched the game.
There was one game where they went backup quarterback, and I think that's the game they got beat. Go ahead.
I being an 11.5 point underdog as the 7th best team in the country against the 8th best team in the country is mind blowing to me.
That points
I
out a
don't
flaw
really-
with the rankings committee.
which is
Although
I get it.
I understand, because they're undefeated, so they're ranking
They're
based
just-
on resume.
yeah. And
That's
they're-
one of those that's like they have to get beat for them to
Right.
like finally do what everyone knows should be the correct ranking, but they can't now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an anomaly that it's 11.
I might put $45 on BYU plus 11.5.
Okay. A&M is a road 6.5-point favorite in Columbia, Missouri today. I think Mizzou is done. I think without Bo Pribula, they have no chance to beat anyone. I think Texas A&M will win this game and win it handily as well.
Yep, I agree.
I think they cover.
Okay.
Easy.
Oregon is on the road at Iowa. Number 20 Iowa,
Oregon
number
covers.
9 Oregon, another 6.5-point road favorite, the Ducks.
It's going to be close because Iowa, that's just what Iowa does. Iowa is going to keep Oregon close, but offensively, it's just going to be putrid. It's going to be.
I do think Iowa is due for a little regression. The last time they played, they beat Minnesota by 40. I don't think Iowa is actually 40 points better than Minnesota. So I think they could be due
I
for a
don't
little
think they're 40
regression.
points better than
Anyone?
anyone.
Yeah, I was shocked. I watched most of that game, and it shocked. The result shocked me. And then we have kind of obligatory. We have to talk about it because it's happening, even though it's probably not a headline tomorrow. LSU Bama is tonight. LSU is a 10.5-point dog. They're in Tuscaloosa. I think LSU puts up a fight tonight, though.
Right.
Without Brian Kelly.
Yeah. Because I was
I
talking.
think
Like the bad man is gone kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like
The interim coach bump.
You know how teams come out and they play when that head coach is fired? Like it feels like every single time except Penn State. Like your head coach has just got fired. You feel like the season's over, but boom. It's like the Colts, man. They had Jeff Saturday come in, who has never coached a football team in his life. And he went out there and won that game. He didn't win another game, but he won his first game. And
Yeah.
so I think
That's
with Brian Kelly not being there, it's going to be
prime example is UCLA, who my Huskies are
Right,
playing
yeah.
today, who I'm in town
Where you're
for.
at on location.
So they looked absolutely, and when I say they looked horrid against Indiana, whenever I watched them play Indiana, like it was honestly, it was so pitiful. And I didn't think UCLA, because they were coming off 3 straight wins, and it was like, okay, oh my gosh, it was pitiful. I almost felt bad for Nico. I almost, but I couldn't do it.
But you did.
Don't do it.
I like LSU here to cover because you got to think they still have
I
all those
don't.
talented guys.
It's talent.
I don't.
They have the talent to
Whatever,
to
Brendan.
compete with this Bama team.
They're demoralized. And also I think Alabama's gonna they're gonna notice like the limping animal and just they're gonna
Go
have
for
a
the
field
kill.
day.
They're gonna, they're gonna.
Yeah.
I could also see that world happening.
Yep.
I think it's I'll say like
I think Bama fans really want they want to laugh at LSU so bad. So they're gonna it's just gonna be I mean, I don't know. It could be totally different. I just think they win by 20.
I think that's certainly on the table. They've bounced back well from their week 1 loss. They look to be the best team in the SEC. So, all right, well that'll do it for this episode, this long episode of 5 Out.
this is a long one.
We did go almost the full 2 today, which I would enjoy not doing. But Bama St. John's on FS1, college hoops are here. BYU Texas Tech on
Okay,
ABC.
calm down, Graham.
If you still get
Still
ABC,
football season.
if you still get ABC, you can watch BYU Texas Tech. I don't, so we'll see. But yeah, 5outpod.com. Link in the description.
Read the
Blogs
articles, people.
New article is coming out later today, so it should
Okay.
be a good one.
Thank you
Ooh.
guys for listening again, and we will see you